Right, this is a quick walk around video for a Honda Accord. This is a 2.2 EX diesel. Rather a unique car, this one. It's packed with extras. It's got this appearance kit which has got the deeper sills on the side, rear spoiler on there, door protector mouldings as well, beautiful black leather interior. But this car's had just the one private owner from new and has been serviced 10 times by the Honda dealers. It's a wonderful, wonderful car. So just going to go around the car for you. It's literally just come in, it's not been valeted yet, but it is so clean. I thought I'd do the video before I did anything to the car. Got the panel work down this offside. I just can't see a blemish on there at all. I think there's a couple of tiny little stone chips I've got to attend to, but virtually nothing. Alloy wheel, absolutely superb. I'll go to the front one as well. Sorry, I went straight past that by mistake. So it's a really windy, horrible day today, so I hope you can hear me. Alloy wheel is absolutely fine as well. Coming to the back of the car. All in really, really nice order. I love this view of the Accords with the high level spoiler. It really does set the car off beautifully. It's all in really, really fabulous order. Near side of the vehicle now. Again, panel works so clean. On the side again, as with the others, absolutely unmarked. And then panel work there. Virtually really it's a beautifully clean car. There's a couple of just tiny little stone chips to attend to, which I'll probably get on with fairly soon. Really don't let little touch chips you expect to see on the bonnet of a car. The majority of the bonnet's really clean, just the leading edge has got a couple of very, very small ones indeed. But it really is a fabulous looking car, and as I said, its condition and history is a real credit to its owner. Coming into the boot of the car, absolutely enormous boot on the Accords. Got a 60/40 fold on the rear seats there, but all the carpeted areas look brand new. I mean, it's a really good sign of ownership to see these carpet protectors at the back there, but really it's very rare to see them as nice as this. So coming to the back of the car now, offside rear door cards, all just looks like brand new. So do bear in mind this hasn't been cleaned, so this, you know, if you see anything, I don't think you're going to see anything really, but if you do see anything, just it'll be cleaned up, but really unbelievably clean. Door panel on that side again just looks like brand new. Leather work on the back here, sumptuous black leather, but again just does not look as though it's really ever been sat in. So come to the front of the car now. Driver's door card again, as with the others, pretty much as new condition. Driver's seat in really good condition, you know, notwithstanding this is what's over 10 years old now, which is amazing, but just the condition of the vehicle is truly astonishing. Passenger leather seat as well, again, it doesn't really look like he's ever had a passenger in the car, in all honesty, and door moulding there, absolutely perfect. So inside the car now, obviously engine's running as it has been all the way through on the video. Just to quickly show you down here, got the original lock and wheel nut set for the car and the full owner's manual pack with its full complement of manuals in there. Dashboard, in all honesty, just looks like it's literally was produced today. It's in absolutely wonderful condition. Dual zone climate control, so just moving something out of the way. All fully functional, but all in absolutely stunning order. 6-speed gearbox, gator, all absolutely spot on. Heated seats work perfectly. I tried those out earlier when doing road test, but really is quite an astonishing example. Coming across, obviously multifunction steering wheel on the car, and if I pan in there, so I'll just release the handbrake to show you there is no warning lights on the car, or there are no warning lights on the car. You see there 54,172 miles, engine's running, no warning lights at all there. It really is something a little bit special, this car. So finally, just looking up, got electric sunroof, press a button to tilt and to close. Just want to show it all working for you, but all working exactly as it should. Right, this is a video road test for a Honda Accord. This is a 2.2 EX diesel. Car's registered YP06ODL. Mileage at the start of this brief road test is 54,166 miles. Quick background to this car. This is quite a special car. I love finding these cars. You know, both myself and Tony, who own the company, you know, we are complete Honda enthusiasts, and we do kind of hunt high and low for the rarer ones, and this certainly fits the bill. Not only is it clearly done a, you know, astonishingly low mileage, but the car's had one private gentleman owner from new all the way through, but he's also had the car serviced 10 times exclusively at the Honda main dealers, and only serviced a couple of thousand miles ago. It really is a quite wonderful car. Anyway, point of the video, as much as anything else, is just to show the car actually in operation. So if you're planning to come and see the vehicle, you can see it. I can feedback anything I can to you, warts and all, and I am critical on the videos, so if there's something not quite right or a little bit amiss on the vehicle, that I will tell you about it. You know, as has been shown in my previous videos, I don't hold back on them. I'm not expecting to on this one, in all honesty, you know, given the way the car's been looked after. But what I'll try and do is run through the car and its controls and its mechanical items one by one for you. So starting with the engine, obviously this is a CTDi diesel engine. Starts absolutely instantly, very quiet, very smooth, no warning lights on clearly, operating temperature third of the way up the gauge, which is exactly what you want to, where you want to see a Honda car. But what you notice immediately driving the car is just how smooth and crisp this engine actually is. It feels just factory fresh, it really does. It's wonderfully refined. It's a beautiful engine anyway, they always were, but wow, this is a fantastic example. Engine runs through clutch and into the 6-speed gearbox, because on the 2006 facelift Accords, they changed from 5-speed to 6-speed gearbox. Clutch on the car, absolutely perfect, bites beautifully under hard acceleration, there's no vibrations, clutch in or out, doesn't change the engine note at all. Clutch pedal is smooth, consistent, oily in feel, there's no squeaks or clicks to the actuation of the clutch at all. It feels what it is, a clutch that's only done relatively low mileage. Clutch then feeds through to the gearbox, another wonderful Honda gearbox. A real feeling of engineering every time you change gear. Absolutely no wear in it at all. I'm just changing gear for fun there, just to show you, but it's beautifully defined. It's just how they can get such quality of linkage is beyond me. When, like most manufacturers, obviously it'd be a cable through from gear lever to the gearbox itself under the engine bay, but it really is a wonderful gearbox. Genuinely cannot detect an ounce of wear in it. It really can't. So I just check in the cruise control function at the same time while I'm talking to you, and that all works perfectly. But engine, gearbox, clutch, utterly faultless. Not only that, tight, sweet. You know, I was driving these when they were brand new, and I genuinely can't feel a difference between this and a new one, mechanically in that sense. Car tracks absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations, no tramlining through the steering at all. It's all exactly as it should be. Also, when I'm checking the steering and the suspension of the car, what I'm doing, it's not only to see whether it's riding okay and steering okay, it's listening out for kind of those little sort of thuds and bangs that you get where cars are a little bit older and is showing a little bit of wear underneath, which is to be expected. I have to say, there's nothing. It is absolutely as tight as a drum, and what a car. What a brilliant car this is. Wonderful steering, old-fashioned power steering, which I love. You know, new electric power steering, they're very accurate, but they're mostly devoid of feel. This is steering from a different era. It is absolutely sensational. Attached to that, one of the very finest chassis of its generation, completely unappreciated by the motoring press at the time, just how good this car was and still is. Wonderful. But as I say, the video is really to pick up on anything that might be wrong. Nothing, absolutely nothing. It is tight as a drum. And if someone comes and drives a car and tells me or finds something that I've missed, I apologise, because I simply can't find anything in the mechanicals of this car that detract from the vehicle in any way. Brake pedals lovely and solid, there's no distortion, there's no pulsing. Hit the brakes, it squats nice and hard. Fantastic. Also driving along, listening out for wind noise that really shouldn't be there. So if someone had accidentally damaged a door seal getting in and out, or there's a sunroof not fitted quite right or something, but it's very quiet in here. Inside the car, well, it's borderline ridiculous. It's like a time warp, really. As I said, not only one owner could be one terrible owner, of course, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, one owner could be Hertz Rental or Avis, but a million different users. Clearly, whoever the gentleman was, I'd like to shake his hand if I ever get to meet him, because he has kept this car in a condition that very few people will be able to do. It's absolutely wonderful. Looking around inside it, as I said, all the controls, everything's working exactly as it should. It's going to go in and have a pre-delivery inspection, but given the fact that Honda just serviced it, we're not really anticipating finding a great deal on it. Every button I pressed has worked absolutely beautifully with that, stunning build quality in here. It really is. Not even a hint of a squeak or a rattle or anything from the interior of the car. A beautifully built car. I mean, most people who'll be looking at this car may well be cross-shopping it with things like, it tends to be possibly Toyota Avensis, possibly Mondeo and Vectra or Insignia of that vintage, but probably not. You're probably looking at things like Volkswagen Passat, Audi A4, BMW 3, Mercedes C-Class, that kind of stuff. Different league, it really is. This is just a fantastic car in terms of build quality, reliability, refinement. We've kind of given up selling kind of the older German stuff. They're very nice cars to drive, but they're just so problematic. This is a sought after car because people who buy them know what you're buying. You're buying a very high quality machine that's designed to take years and years of motoring, and this one certainly will. It is a genuinely fantastic example. Obviously, with this engine on the bonnet, you've got none of the stuff that terrifies me on cars. There's no DPF filters, so no diesel particulate filter, which gets clogged up and sends cars into limp mode and all sorts of horrendous mechanical issues. Also, it runs a cam chain, so there's no cam belt to worry about, and that's brilliant. It just means basically you haven't got any of those issues again. Normally you buy a used car 50-60,000 miles on the clock, only to find out, well, it needs a cam belt at 10 years or 60,000 miles, and there's another 400-500 quid waiting around the corner. And it's not just that. It's not just the fact that you've got to do the belt. It's the fact that the top and the bottom of the engine is joined by a bit of rubber, which I think is an appalling decision by some manufacturers. But the Accord, of course, uses a chain, which is a much better way of joining the two together. I'm racking my brain. I want to criticise it. I'm really struggling. It's packed with optional equipment, exterior wise, the spoiler, the appearance kit, all that kind of stuff looks fantastic. There was something. No, the only thing I could find possibly, I'm not looking to do anything about it, but I want to let you know, I think the chaps fitted some parking sensors on the back, which when I select reverse, they're beeping. I haven't actually tried them to see if they work or not, but the fact that they are beeping even when you're in clear space means it probably not. So I either want to get those disconnected or looked at if you really want them. They were never standard fit on the car, but genuinely that's all I can find on the car. If I've missed anything on the video, It's not by intent or design. Please, please, please do give me a call and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.